Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have completed a sum which was having all the subsidiary books, that was 12th sum, and that sum was having the subsidiary books which were very simple, means the columnar subsidiary book was not there. Now as you can see on the board, the sum number 14 is about all the subsidiary books and columnar books where we have the goods columns. Now I have kept the format ready. The reason is that it has taken so much time to draw. So I have first readied the format, and then so we can directly start the sum. So friends, 14th sum we will read. Prepare columnar subsidiary books, that is purchase book, sales book, purchase returns book and sales return books in the books of Nirmi Sports Stores. Okay, in the heading they are not clearing that which are the columns, but from the inside the sum, see, in the heading itself they are telling to prepare columnar, means the thing is over. Now you have to compulsory prepare columnar, but which are the columns of goods are not given. In each sum they are giving, but in this sum they are not given. But if you are reading the sum, then we can know that the types of goods are balls, bats and stumps. Now friends, I have kept the format ready because it is taking so much time to draw. I have taken so much time to draw this format. So in each you will keep 4 lines and you will draw the format. Okay, purchase book, purchase return, sales return. Here both will have name of supplier, here both will have name of customer. For purchase, inward invoice number. For purchase returns, debit note number. For sales, outward invoice number. For sales returns, credit note number. And all are having column, and each will have 4 lines. Okay, let's start the sum. First May 2015. Purchase the following goods from Sania at 10% trade discount and 5% cash discount with 1 month credit. So we are purchasing the goods on credit, so it will be recorded in purchase book. Balls 200 at 150 per piece, bats 100 at 800 per piece, stumps pairs 50 at 300 per pair, and trade discount we have to subtract. Yeah, let's start. On 1st May 2015, Sania account bill number is not given. Now friends, I am taking the calculator in my hand, I am reading the book. We are having 200 balls at 150 per piece. So it will be 30,000. 10% is the trade discount, so the amount of balls will be 27,000. Again we are going to repeat. We are having 200 balls and the per piece is of 150 rupees. So 200 into 150, that is 30,000 minus 10% trade discount. So balls are of 27,000. Next, bats, 100 bats at 800 per piece. So 80,000 minus 10% trade discount. So 72,000. Once more I will repeat. We are purchasing 100 bats, 100 numbers of bats, 100 price of each bat is 800 per piece, so 80,000 minus 10 and percentage, so 72,000. Next, stumps are 50 at 300 per pair, so 300 into 50, that is 15,000 minus 10 and percentage, that is 13,500. Okay, let's take the total. 27,000, 72,000, 13,500. 1,12,500. Okay. On 5th, sold following goods to Malik at 5% trade discount. We are selling the goods. Amount is not paid, so we will record in sales book. Balls 60 at 250 per piece, bats 30 at 1000 per piece, stumps 10 at 500 per pair. Okay, so Malik on 5th May. 5,550. Malik account bill number is not given. Again take your calculators. 60 balls at 250 per piece. So 60 into 250, that is 15,000. Trade discount is 5%, so minus 5%, so it will be 14,250. Gain 60 balls at 250 per piece, so 15,000 trade discount here is 5%, so 14,250. Next, 30 bags at 1,000 per piece. 30 into 1,000 is 30,000 minus 5%, so bags will be of 28,500. Again I am repeating, we are selling 30 bags at 1,000 per piece, so 30 into 1,000 is equals to 30,000 minus 5 and percentage, so 28,500. Next, 10 stumps at 500 per pair, so 5,000 minus 5%, so 4,750. Okay, so 10 stumps at 500 is 5,000 minus 5% is 4,750. Now 14,250, 28,500, 4,750. The total sales amount is 47,500. Next, on 10th, purchased following goods from Kapil at 10% trade discount. Again we are purchasing and amount is not paid, so it will be recorded in purchase book. Okay, we are purchasing from Kapil. Balls 30 numbers, 160 per piece. Bags 20 numbers, 1200 per piece. Stumps 6 pairs at 400 per pair. On 10th, 10, 5, 15. Kapil account. Again bill number they are not giving, no problem. Yeah, take your calculators. 30 balls into 160 per piece, and trade discount is 10%, so 4,320. Once more we will do. 30 balls, 160 per piece, so 4,800 minus 10 and percentage, so 4,320. Next, bags are 20 at 1,200 per piece minus 10% trade discount, so 21,600. Once more, 20 bags at 1,200 per piece minus 10%, so 21,600. Stumps are 6, 400 per pair minus 10% trade discount, so 2,160. So 4,320, 21,600 and 2160 is 28,080. Okay. Next, on 13th, following goods are sold to Yusuf at 5% trade discount. We are selling to Yusuf and amount is not paid, so it is credit, so it will be recorded on 13th May. 13,515. Yusuf account. Nowhere bill numbers are given. Okay. Now for Yusuf, 40 balls at 200 per piece and trade discount is 5%, so 7,600. Once more, 40 balls 200 per piece minus 10% trade discount, so sorry by mistake, 40 into 200 minus 5% trade discount, so 7,600. Next, 30 bags at 1,300 per piece, so 39,000 minus 5% is 37,050. See friends, remember, somewhere trade discount is 5%, somewhere trade discount is 10%, so you remember that thing. And next, stumps are 10 stumps into 700 per pair minus 5%, so 6650. Okay, let me check once. 10 stumps at 700 per pair minus 5% trade discount, 6650. Now 7,600, 37,050, 6650 is 51,300. On 15th, Yusuf returned half of the goods, credit note number 21 sent to him. The goods which we have sold to Yusuf, he is returning half of the goods, so directly it is easy. 15,550. Yusuf account, credit note number 21. Half goods, so take half of each. 7,600 into 50%, or you can do divide by 2 also. We will do divide by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. So 7,600 divided by 2, 3,800. 37,050 divided by 2, 18,525. 6650 divided by 2, 3325. 51,300 divided by 2, 25,650. Now let's check that this total is 25,650 or not. 3,800, 18,525, 3325 and 25,650. So it is 3,800, 18,525, 3325. So it is 25,650. Okay. These were all easy transactions. The transactions which are coming now are little bit important to understand. Okay. So again I will say that on 13th we have purchased goods from Yusuf. On 15th we are returning, but directly it is given half of the goods. So trade discount and everything is not to be considered, because from this trade discount is subtracted, taking the half, so trade discount is already subtracted. But for the next transaction it is little bit difficult. Following goods are returned to Sania. We have purchased from Sania, now we are returning back, so it is purchase returns. But see, they are not telling 50% goods or 40% goods, they are directly giving the numbers. So what we have to do, these numbers we have to multiply with the price of first transaction, and then we have to take minus 10% trade discount. Otherwise this answer will be wrong. We cannot take 1 by 2 or 10. Yeah. So 2550 Sania account. Now for Sania we are returning 10 balls. We are returning 10 balls. So write 10 in your calculator. Now compare this thing with the first transaction. The price of ball which we have purchased from Sania is 150 per piece, and 10% trade discount was allowed, so minus 10%. So the amount for Sania for balls will be 1350. How 1350? We are returning 10 balls. Price of each ball from Sania is 150 minus 10% trade discount, so 1350. Then we are returning 5 bats. So 5 into 800 was the price of bat. You can see in the first transaction, and minus 10% trade discount. So 3600. So the goods which are returned to Sania are very important. Okay. Then 3 stumps pairs. 3 into 300 minus 10%. So 810. Okay. 1350, 3600, 810, 576G. Again, once more I will repeat. See, the goods which we are returning to Yusuf, they are directly giving that half goods. So we don't have to think about trade discount. As trade discount is subtracted from here, then if we are taking that percentage, then that is subtracted from there also. So here it is easy that we are returning 40% of the goods, we are directly taking multiply 40%. 60% then 60%. 50% means you can take 1 by 2 or half of it. So we have taken directly the half of it. But the goods which are returned to Sania, that quantity is given. So the price would apply of first transaction. Apply the price of first transaction, which were the price of balls, bats and stumps. After that, 10% trade discount was allowed. So here also 10% trade discount is allowed. So in the bracket we will write, take the price from 1st May and deduct 10% TD. Otherwise this transaction you will not understand. That in this transaction quantity is given. So take the price of 1st May, transaction of 1st May, and deduct 10% trade discount, as here also 10% trade discount is allowed. Yeah. Now next, on 25th, half of the goods purchased from Kapil, the goods which we have purchased from Kapil, take their half. Half of the goods purchased from Kapil were sold to Sevak after adding 20% profit on cost. Cost means this is the net amount. So this is our cost. Cost is our net amount. So what we have to do, my friends? First we will take half goods. Then we will add 20% profit, and such a way we are selling to Sevak. So on 25th May 2015, Sevak account. Bill number is given? No. But how to sell the goods? Take half of Kapil and add 20% to it. Bill number is not given, but we have to take half of Kapil and add 20% to it. So we have to take its half and we will add 20% to it. So 4320 divide by 2. So 2160 plus 20%. So 2592. Again I am repeating. Take half of Kapil and add 20% to it. So 4320 divide by 2. So 2160 plus 20 and percentage. So 2590. Again 21,600 divide by 2 plus 20 and percentage. So 12,960. Then 2160 divide by 2 plus 20 and percentage 1296. Now 2592, 12960, 1296, 16848. Once more we can check this amount by this. 28,080 divided by 2 plus 20 and percentage. So it is checked. But how to do? See, in the question they are giving half goods, not all the goods. Half goods of Kapil are sold to Sevak after adding 20% profit on it. So first we have to take the half. So 4320 divided by 2. So it is 2160 plus 20 and percentage. So 2590. Then 21,600 divided by 2 is 10,800 plus 20 and percentage, so 12,960. Then 2160 divided by 2 plus 20 percentage, 1296. So accounts is just a easy thing that the transaction itself will guide you how to do them. Transaction itself will guide you how to write them. See, this is the amount. In book only they are telling take the half and add 20%. So we have taken divide by 2 plus 28%. So the question or the book or the exam paper only will tell you how to do the things. Yeah? Yes. Okay, now next transaction. Now see, next transaction is very important. That Sevak is returning all the goods which we are returning to Kapil. But now one thing is to be understood. Sevak is returning all the goods, so same amount will be written here. But which amount for Kapil? Now see, suppose if I am giving an example, if from Kapil we are purchasing goods of 100 rupees, then half goods, that is 50 rupees goods we are selling to Sevak after adding 20%. After adding 20%. So for 50 rupees we are selling for 60 rupees. Now Sevak is returning the same goods, so we will write 60 in Sevak, but for Kapil we will write only 50. So purchase returns will be half of it, but sales returns will be full of it, because they are telling, see, in the 25th transaction, half goods of Kapil, not all the goods of Kapil. Half goods of Kapil are sold to Sehwag after adding 20%. So we have done half and added 20%. Sehwag is returning all the goods. So in Sehwag on 27th, I think. Yeah. 27/5/15. Sehwag full goods. So same amount is to be written, 2592, 12960, 1296 and 16848. So full goods are returned to Sehwag, but to Kapil half goods only. Why half goods? Because to Sehwag we have sold only half goods, that half of goods are only returned. See, from Kapil we have purchased 100 rupees, suppose. To Sehwag we are selling 50 rupees goods for 60 rupees because we have added the profit. Then Sehwag is returning whole goods, so Sehwag will be returned to 60 rupees and Kapil goods are of 50 rupees, because the goods which we, half goods which we have sold to Sehwag only we have to return to Kapil. So Kapil account and half goods, take half of each. Only take half. 4320 divided by 2, 2160. 21,600 divided by 2, 10,800. 2160 divided by 2, 10,800. 28,080 divided by 2, 14,040. Now 2160, 10,800, 1080 is 14,040. So friends, remember, only half goods of Kapil are sold to Sehwag after adding 20%. So we have taken half and added 20%. Sehwag is returning all the goods, so same amount. That same goods are returned to Kapil means half goods were sold to Sehwag, he is returning back, so we will return only half goods to Kapil because other half goods are not used only. Yeah. Now the 38th transaction is not to be recorded because in that clearly they are telling cash sales and cash purchase. So that's all. Transaction has completed. Total credit purchase. $27,420, 31,320, 72,021,600, 93,600, 13,521,60, 15,660, 1,12,528,080, 1,40,580, or else 31,320, 93,600, 15,660 is also 1,40,580. Total credit purchase return. Total credit purchase return 1350, 2160, 3510, 3600 and 10,800, 14,400, 810 and 1080, 1890, then 5760 and 1440, 19,800, or else we can take the horizontal 3510, 14,400, 1890 is 19,800. Total credit sales 14,250, 7,600, 2,592, 24,442, 28,500, 37,050, 12,960, 78,510, 4750, 6650, 1296, 12,696, 47,500, 51,300, 16,848, 1,15,648, or else 24,442, 78,510, 12696. It will be 1,15,648. And last, total credit sales returns. 3,800, 2,592, 6,392, 18,525, 12,960, 31,485, 3,325 plus 1,296, 4,621, 25,650, 16,848, 42,498, or else 6,392, 31,485, 4,621, 42,498. Now for notes, only last transaction, 35,50. Goods purchased and goods sold on cash, nothing else. All the transactions we have recorded. Okay friends, so this was our 14th sum where all the subsidiary books we have prepared and they are with columns. So practice the sums. This chapter is over here. Tomorrow onwards we are starting the 7th chapter, that is cash book. Now after cash book we are having journal proper, then ledger posting, then trial balance. So still 4 more chapters, and in statistics it is completed. So still 4 more chapters for accountancy. After that our first semester course will be completed. But send your works as soon as possible. Still I am not getting the works from each and everyone. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much.